Morning, everyone. Welcome to first board meeting of the, I guess technically, of the 23-24 school year, the Spack & Kill Union Free Board of Education. Been a little hiatus, but we're welcome to be back at it. Limited in numbers a bit tonight, or this morning, but happy to see everyone here. And if you greet or start the meeting with me by rising to say the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we'll start by asking if there are any public comments on the consent agenda items, including comments from any board members, questions and or comments.
No comments.
I guess I just acknowledge quickly that one of the consent agenda items added recently was a memorandum of understanding, an MOU regarding a topic that's come up in past discussions quite a bit, agreement between Dutchess Community College and the district regarding current enrollment programs. And my understanding, is that that's been worked out to our satisfaction, I guess, the goals of the district. So I'm glad to see that. I don't know if you want to elaborate or speak to that at all.
Sure. Just so everyone's clear, Dutchess Community College has decided to charge tuition to students who take concurrent classes. The good news is it's really only 1/3 of what tuition would be. So I think it's about $67 a credit. So it turns out to be about $200 a 3-credit course. If you were to take it at Dutchess, it would be 3 times that. And one good thing that we worked out is if you are on free and reduced lunch, it would be half that, so it would be $100 for a 3-credit class. So unfortunately, they're now charging. They haven't charged in the past, but fortunately, it is a reduced rate.
And I guess our thinking, as we talked about this last year, this was kind of a best case scenario in terms of what.
Well, best case would have been to continue on.
But in best case, in terms of the way things seem to be going.
But students and families seeking the 3 credits will have to pay Dutchess directly to get those credits.
And then the only other comment I guess I have is that one of the major items in the consent agenda today regards the tax warrant, and we do receive some correspondence on that. But I think we properly addressed the section of the agenda when we get to the correspondence. We can talk about that. Sounds good. So if there's nothing else, I'd ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Second? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda?
Aye.
Any opposed? 3-0. That's our quorum for today, so 3-0. Yeah, so we're right to communications. The short meeting, lots of procedural stuff in the consent agenda, but that's all numbers wrong. So in the communication section, we'll ask if there's any public comments on non-agenda items. Limited number of public attendees, but I'm not aware of any comments by email either. Unless it's last minute.
It seems like we just had the one correspondence since our last meeting regarding the town tax. And I guess I could talk about that.
Yeah, we received a couple of emails from a committee member regarding questions about the tax assessment, not relating to Spack & Kill so much relating to the town of Poughkeepsie's decisions on what the tax assessment would be, and they certainly affect the assessment levy for our district. So that's correspondence with regards to anything that Paul would like to speak to that. briefly?
Yeah, Val, jump in, but I'll probably be able to talk about it. We received an email just concerned about how the town of Poughkeepsie, we're having a board meeting, and we called the supervisor and spoke to the assessor, town of Poughkeepsie. Again, this is unrelated to us, but related to our constituents. And they found an error. So it was good that the email was sent. It was good that we spoke with them. The error has been corrected and the tax rates have been corrected. So that was a very good email from our district, from our district resident, and we're happy to report that it is been fixed. So thank you to our concerned citizens, and thank you to Val for really digging in her heels and coming up with finding basically that there's definitely an error.
I guess there were a couple of other pieces of correspondence, a number regarding vaccinations, similar emails we've received in the past. We certainly acknowledge receiving those, appreciate that. And then I think there was one email regarding fentanyl use. It's again an issue that's come up before and we discussed. And as always, we appreciate that input from the community, and we want to acknowledge receiving those communications. So that takes us to section 11. Any comments from the board? A thin agenda.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a lot done on the agenda, but
Yeah.
no presentations.
Yeah.
Sorry, just after this morning. So
I mean, all I'd add is that I'm looking forward to the imminent start of the school year. I'm sure that's always, I'm a teacher myself, so I guys always approach this time of the year with excitement, but also a certain sense of I don't know, resignation, I guess, might be the best word, but it is always an optimistic time of the year as well. So we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to ourselves and the board to a board retreat coming up shortly, and later in September, an opportunity to take a look at all the work that's been done around the school buildings in the district. Quite a bit of activity this summer, much of which I'm sure residents have seen in the public parking lots and so forth, and the public parking lot areas outside of the schools. So we're looking forward to those events in particular. The start of the school year always brings anticipation and excitement. So I'm sure everybody's feeling that. So that.
over to me.
Any comments from the superintendent?
It's school starting, so Mr. Lanzoni is here. So sports have started. You could see everyone out early in the morning. Our kids are wonderful with that. They're definitely out there working hard. So that's great to see. You intimated, but it's been a big summer for us as far as some work being done. Every building has a new parking lot. It's been years, I think like 50 years, if not longer, for some of our buildings and the parking lots. It was definitely something that was needed to be done. And they'll be done, the goal was to be done before September. And there should be virtually done this week. They might still have to do some lightage, put some parking lot lines on. But it's just wonderful if you drive in one of the buildings with it done. It's definitely great to see. There's been some ceiling work done in I think in each of the buildings, except for maybe the high school inside ceiling. So you might notice that in an office or two. And the high school, something of merit is getting new bleachers. So one set of bleachers has been removed, and we hope to have a brand new set in shortly into the school year. And next summer, the other side will be replaced, and those bleachers are original. Mr. Lanzoni, we've had some issues with those bleachers, so they're 50 years old, and the new ones, we're looking forward to that. So I know he is too. Years ago, when I was principal at the high school, Mr. Lanzoni would be asking me about the bleachers, so I know that he's been, that's something that the district has needed, so we're grateful that is happening too. Other than that, basically, this was our last board meeting before school will begin. So on the Tuesday after Labor Day, all of our teachers will be in, and we'll have a conference day. And then the Wednesday after Labor Day is our first day of school. Looking forward to it. The buildings will be ready. They might not look it right now. There's a lot of things in the hallway as we're finishing up, but in a week's time, everything will come together, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great year. Right? It's been a great summer. It's feeling normal, kind of getting out of the pandemic and all that. So we're looking forward to it, and I hope everyone's had a good summer. Have another week or so, and then we'll be back. Looking forward to that. Thanks.
So that, we'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 0. Thanks very much. Look forward to seeing everyone back at it shortly. Thank you.